name's Tom Wilson and I work for Fox Sports News. I'm the Adelaide-based sports reporter or a sporting network, so I cover anything that comes across the sporting desk in Adelaide, mainly AFL, A-League, also cricket, tennis, anything that's happening in Adelaide. Typical day, you'll come in the morning and make a few phone calls, whether that be to football clubs, sporting clubs or players and coaching staff, just to find out what might be happening that day. Those contacts are what get you your stories, so you need to know what's happening, what might be the most interesting news angle for the day. Once you start off doing that, that's when you go out and you might be organising to film training sessions or interviews with players, and after that you come back and you cut your story. It often takes probably 6 to 8 hours sometimes to compile a story, even though that might be only a minute and 30 seconds on the news. I spoke to a few people who were already working in the media and said it was very important to get work experience. You can learn a lot through reading textbooks and listening to people that come in and talk at university, but it's really that hands-on experience that you need. And I did organised some work experience through Channel 10 for a couple of months on weekends, and I spent a lot of time just following around the sports journalists there on how they put together their stories and how they found their stories. So that was a real boost for me in that final year of my degree to learn how it all worked. The biggest challenge is it's a very hard industry to get into, so that's where it comes back to that advice about trying to get as much work experience as possible. And when you get those chances to do work experience, ask a lot of questions. I mean, that's what happens in journalism. You've got to ask a lot of questions to find out the information. And there's so many great things about the job. It was when I was at university, I always wanted to have a career in sport, whether that was via an athlete or whether it was in reporting. And when I worked out that I probably wasn't good enough to play professional sports, I thought the best way to stay involved was to be talking about it. So I always had an interest in writing and speaking to people and having relationships. It's one of those things that we go out and go to sporting events or go to training sessions and we're watching sport and talking with sports stars and just having relationships with people, meeting new people all the time and doing something different every day. So to put it in short, it'd just be being able to watch sport, being able to talk to athletes and doing something different every day. It's just wonderful learning about what people go through to achieve the best that they can be at something, and we get to talk about that every day.